Before we talk about subclips, let me quickly reintroduce mark in and mark out points because this is an important foundation. First, let's select this clip and create our in and out points. Let's play the video.
Alright, let's gently open the hive and take a look inside. The first thing we check is how active the bees are today. Healthy bees move calmly and stay focused on their work.
And use J, K, and L. Now press I to set the mark in point. And press O to set the mark out point. Use Ctrl-Shift spacebar in Windows and Option K in Mac to play only in the marking area. Now drag this clip into the timeline to create a new sequence. And let's name it Bee Health Check. Now let's set another in and out section. First, play the video.
Alright, let's gently open the hive and take a look inside.
In this clip, I want to set the in point starting exactly when the speaker begins the sentence with the word "the." To place the in point accurately, we can move frame by frame until the audio and video line up perfectly. To step frame by frame, use the next frame and previous frame buttons in the source monitor. Once we're happy with the exact starting location, press I to set the in point. Remember, marking in and out points always depends on your project needs and the demands of the scene. There is no universal rule. It is up to you where you decide to take the in point and the out point. Every edit is different, and your creative decision determines what portion of the clip will be used.
The first thing we check is how active the bees are today.
And this moment will be our new out point. Drag the clip again into the timeline. And now we've created another section based on those in-out points. Let's play it back perfectly.
The first thing we check is how active.
Now that you understand in and out points clearly, let me introduce you to subclips, which make this process even better. A subclip is a smaller section of a larger video clip. Instead of using the entire long clip, we can create a shorter trimmed segment from it without actually cutting or modifying the original file. First, we'll create a new bin and name it subclips. This bin will store all the subclips we create in this lesson. Next, choose a video clip from the project panel and open it in the source monitor. We want to create 2 subclips from this footage. So let's start by marking our first section. Press play and watch the clip. Press I to set an in point, then continue playing. Press O to set an out point. Now we have a selected range between in and out. To create a subclip, we can right-click and choose Make Subclip, or use the shortcut Ctrl or Command plus U key. Let's name this subclip Bee Drone View Start. Here we also have an option called Restrict Trims. If this option is turned on, the subclip cannot be extended beyond the in and out points. If it's turned off, we can still access the full original clip later on if needed. For editing flexibility, we'll leave this option off. We'll talk more about this later when we start editing in the timeline. Now you'll notice the subclip appears in the project panel and it has a slightly different icon, so it's easy to identify. Let's move this subclip into our subclips bin. As you can see, the subclip plays only the selected portion between the in and out points. Next, we'll create a second subclip from the same footage. We'll mark a new in point and a new out point for the end portion. This time, instead of using the shortcut, we'll use the right-click menu, right-click and choose Make Subclip, and let's name this one Bee Drone View End. And again, drag it into the subclips bin. Now let's create one more subclip, but this time from a different media file. Open the new clip in the source monitor.
All right.
And let's set mark in point
Let's
here.
gently open the hive and take a look inside. The first thing we check is how active the bees are today.
An out point here, and make another subclip. We'll name this one Bee Inspection. And move it into the subclips bin as well. Let's play the subclip, and we have only marking area.
And take a look inside. The first thing we check is how active the bees are today.
Now, you might be thinking, why don't we just drag the clip into the timeline and cut it there? And that is one possible method. However, the problem is that timeline cuts stay only in that particular sequence. You can't reuse those exact trimmed portions easily in other sequences. With subclips, we can reuse the same selected moments again and again in multiple sequences without having to retrim or remark anything. This is why subclips are very useful, especially in longer edits.